Neither Dr. Gebhardt nor Constable Oliver can keep up with Legrand's pace, but in contrast to good old Robert, the doctor doesn't let himself get roped in for the long haul. I wonder what would happen if Legrand dragged him out of bed for another investigation.
Probably nothing good. But I can't even look at mine. Alright. Nothing over here. I'm gonna look in here again, see if I missed anything. You know, the usual.
I can't say why, and it seems impossible, but something tells me that the murderer entered and left the cabin through the door. The only question is how. Why would the Oh. The Baroness was a very busy woman, and it looks like she had to cope with loss. She writes about Bubby and Jay. Neither seem to be alive anymore. Almost every family lost loved ones in the war. Maybe hers as well. I'll leave it there. I don't have time to read all of it.
Alright.
An impressive piece. I suppose the life jackets are stowed there, close to the railing, close at hand in case of emergency. I hope I don't find myself needing a life jacket.
Yeah, hopefully not. We've already wrecked a train. Maybe we should just not.
It may not seem like it, but Constable Oliver is actually a very effective watchman.
What's going on?
The Raven just flew by.
What?
Or at least, he might as well have.
I wasn't asleep.
I understand. It was just a ruse. Any conclusions about our young stowaway?
Yeah, he's a bit suspicious, foreign and whatnot.
I see. Did he act suspiciously in any way?
No. The shot surprised him as much as it did me. Looked in on him earlier. Still seems to be asleep.
Covered with a blanket from head to toe?
Aha, he's still in there. I poked him.
May I go downstairs and have a couple of words with our guest?
No, you may not.
Come again?
Inspector Legrand wants to conduct all the interrogations himself.
I'm sure he'll understand if I form my own conclusions.
He ordered me to guard the door, and that's just what I'm gonna do.
How about a bit of individual initiative?
How about letting a man do his job? Or do you think you'd be better at it?
I don't want to keep you from your duties any longer.
Good idea.
Yeah, I don't want to listen to more of your shit about me being the, fucking Raven when that's not
Constable Oliver brought something
even
to
possible.
drink. You can tell it's not the first time he's had to guard something. The bottle should be full of water, unless the good constable happens to have a secret alcohol problem. No way to verify that. I can't get the bottle without him noticing. I wonder if this game is an advanced version of bocce. Maybe the inventor realized that it's difficult to play ball games on a boat and came up with an alternative.
Maybe.
salty sea air in my old lungs, wind in my thinning hair. If I hadn't become a policeman, I could have been a sailor.
I gotta go around the other way. Okay.
We were here yesterday when we heard the shot, and it was also here where Legrand caught our stowaway. The grate must be part of the ship's ventilation system. Nothing out of the ordinary. The grate shouldn't be so easy to open. Did the stowaway open it and we caught him in the act? No. The pipe is too narrow. He wouldn't fit in there. I guess the cover has been defective for a while. I could inform the captain that the grid has to be repaired, but if I start reporting all the problems on the ship, I'd have to shelve my murder investigation. This isn't a panoramic deck for visitors. There are pipes, steel cables, chains up here. You can smell the smoke from the funnel. I have no idea how the ship works, and I really don't care, as long as it stays afloat.
I don't blame him.
A boat like this would also make a good hideout for a stowaway. Were the tarpaulins arranged like that on purpose so that no one could put them back in order once they get in? You can tell at a glance that everything is ship-shape with this boat. Why is there an axe hanging here? I suppose it's for chopping through ropes in the event that the lifeboats can't be lowered. Or they use it to enforce who's allowed on the boat and who's not.
Okay, who knows?
The ship's bridge. 2 men. One of them navigating. I get the impression that the officers keep things running. It seems like the captain concentrates on the passengers and the bar. I better let the men do their work. If one of them had detected something yesterday, he'd already have informed Legrand or the captain.
Yep. I'm just making sure that I'm not missing anything. Nope. Alright. I'm gonna go ahead and save. Sample of the blood, but how? How am I supposed to take a sample of the blood?
I bet.
Like, I don't really
I guess I'll whatever.
There's a knife in the cargo hold, but it's in the cargo hold. Alright, so I had to look it up, unfortunately, but I managed to find the next step, which should be in here.
The alcoholic drinks and everything that goes with them is top-notch on this ship. As expected, fresh ice and tongs.
Constable Zen, what is the meaning of this? Are even the police light-fingered nowadays?
I need this tool for a criminal investigation.
Well then, why didn't you say so? But bring the tongs back when you're done. Otherwise, I'll have cold fingers all day.
Alright. I'm gonna see if the tongs will work. Hopefully they will. Because the guide had something different in it. But I'm sure it's fine.
Why? Oh. Could work.
Let's see.
There's something in there. Ah. Someone stuffed this in the vase. Looks like it's been used to muffle a gunshot. If this isn't an important discovery, I don't know what is.
Fine.
Legrand, here I come.
I really want to know how to get a sample of that, though. I didn't see anything about it in the spoiler-free guide that I was looking at, so I'm just gonna go down to Legrand. Ah, wrong way.
A singed pillowcase is proof that there must have been a second gunshot.
Ooh.
Inspector?
Uh-oh.
Can't you knock?
I didn't realize. I'm really...
I'm not getting anywhere. I'm going to question each passenger individually. Anyone without an airtight alibi will be checked for gunshot residue.
But, Inspector...
People trip up when you put pressure on them, Constable Zellner. The Raven is nervous. He's changed his methodology and become a murderer.
Wait, Dude, I have... a
I'll
pillowcase?
see it in his eyes. After you.
But, Inspector Legrand...
Oh boy. This isn't gonna be fun.
We have no proof that the Raven and the murderer are the same person. Quite the opposite. The Baroness's message hints at the fact that she knew the murderer and that he'd killed before.
You may not know it, but I do. I will catch him, with or without your help.
Legrand!
I don't believe it. What's gotten into him? Ah, well. It makes no sense to tell him about my theories if his opinion is already set. I need evidence. Or better yet, the murderer. I also need his lab if I'm going to get anywhere. I need to get in there somehow. And I really need to talk to the stowaway. He may have information, and the inspector will just ignore him since he's too young to be the Raven. Legrand locked the door. The lock isn't especially secure. If I had a wire or something like that, I could probably pick it.
Unfortunately... Well, I have her ice cube tongs, which I don't think are gonna... Yeah, no. I'll have to find some wires somewhere. But for now, I should probably go upstairs and see how unhinged Legrand is getting. Because, obviously, he was doing something in that bathroom.